Thank you, Mr Efford. It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship, and I congratulate the member for Tamworth for securing this important debate. As we've heard from the other speakers today, the current state of electric van rollout is simply not good enough. We are way behind what's needed to meet the target of 100% electric vehicle sales by 2035. Currently, less than 2% of light good vehicles are electric, while so far this year, little more than 5% of new registrations are electric. That's behind not just the government's own zero-emission vehicle mandate of 10%, but also behind what's being achieved in comparable European countries, as we've heard, in the Netherlands, but also Germany and France. And things are not improving. With worrying signs, the industry is stagnating. Since July, new electric van registrations have fallen every single month. As the Climate Change Committee outlined last week, urgent action is needed for us to meet our national defined contributions under the Paris Agreement. There's no time to delay. Transport is still the largest single emitter of greenhouse gases in the UK, responsible for 26% of the UK's total emissions in 2021. Decarbonisation of the sector is consequently critical to us meeting our targets. There is no doubt the government has inherited a mess. Broken promises and mixed messages from the previous government discouraged businesses from the investment needed to transition to electric vehicles. Not only did the Conservatives roll back on some of the commitments they made, they also failed to keep the commitments they retained. In March 2022, the government of the day set out a target for 300,000 public charge points across the UK by 2030. But by the end of their term, only 60,000 had been built, way behind the rate of growth needed to meet their target. However, the new government cannot simply blame their predecessors. They are serious about meeting our international commitments. Urgent steps must be taken now. Currently, the charging network, particularly rapid charging, is too poor for many businesses to feel confident in investing in electric vehicles. This is exacerbated by the current market, with very few vans, less than 20% of models available, having a range in excess of 200 miles, with even basic models costing, as we've heard, far more than their petrol or diesel equivalents. Admittedly, the government cannot dictate to the market, but surely they can take steps to help the situation. Increasing charging capacity across the network, with an increase in both on-street points and ultra-fast chargers at service stations, is vital to increasing business confidence in EVs. Particularly rapid chargers, which are vital for businesses who cannot afford to waste hours waiting for vehicles to charge. We also need clarity on what support will be given to businesses converting to electric vans in the future. The government currently gives a plug-in van grant of up to £2,500 for small vans and £5,000 for larger vans, but the subsidy is due to end next year. Will the Minister confirm that the scheme can be extended? Vans are vital to our economy and employment, with 1 in 10 people relying on a van for their everyday work. In order to meet our climate commitments, the government needs to put their foot on the accelerator and work with businesses in transitioning to electric vehicles. Urgent steps are needed, and I hope the Minister will confirm they are finally coming. Thank you.